So we're going to be going over our Trisomy and our Cardirun treadmills. These are going to be home treadmills. So we're going to be kind of going over just the overall pros of each one, so then that way you can make a smarter decision as to which one you want to choose for your home exercise. The first one that we're going to be going over is going to be the Trisomy. Let's get this thing put together and put up real quick. One thing I do want to point out before we put it down though, if you come over here, it has these rubber feet, both here and here, for good reassurance on making sure that it is stationary and that it is secure. It also comes with wheels. That makes it a lot easier to move it around, make sure to set it down, and overall makes moving it a lot easier as well. Of course, we got our power button here. One of the really nice things about this one specifically is this one has a very large LED display, as you can see here. So while you're using it, you can have a clear sight of your speed, time, and distance, and everything that you need shown up front. First thing that I want to go ahead and show you is going to be the overall lever here. It is going to be the handles in which you can utilize to either stabilize yourself or be able to put like an iPad or phone right here, which is super nice because it has these little rubber suction cups here to ensure that it does stay put, because whenever you use a treadmill, there's always going to be a little bit shaking. So it's nice that this is here. There's a nice little safety measure, so in case you like fall off or anything, it is there for your safety. So now once you have this up and to the specific state it needs to be in, down here you do have your little security knobs that you do need to screw in. Now, one of my favorite features about this, which is an absolute pro to it, is going to be that the fact that a lot of other treadmills are kind of just set to one level that the handles can be at. Well, this one can be unfastened and come up to 5 different tiered levels. So then that way you have a little bit more range depending on your height. I'm a pretty tall person, so the max is definitely going to be appreciated here. As you can see, one of my favorite parts about this as well is it not only comes with an application that you can use to make it all function together, it also comes with a remote that you can have in hand. Of course, it comes with a nice little wrist strap, so you can use it while you're actively walking, that you can just go ahead and use. As you can see, makes it a lot easier to be able to use. You can increase the speed with the remote. Super easy for if you're working at your desk and you're looking at doing a little bit of walking while you're working or anything like that. It's super nice. You can turn up the speed to whatever you desire, so then that way you're getting your exercise in while you're working. So it's super nice. If you do put this down, it makes a really, really good treadmill to just overall put underneath a desk or anything like that, to be able to then work, play games, anything like that, if you're looking to have a standing desk and be able to get some walking in. Now, one of the really nice things as well about this one is going to be how silent it is. It is not loud at all. Honestly, you can turn this thing up quite high. We'll go ahead and turn it up to its max. So it goes up to 6. So as you can see, it does go quite fast. 6 speed is going to be really nice for these overall home treadmills like this. I absolutely love the fact that it actually has a speed to this point. What's really nice about it as well is this is honestly really quiet compared to a lot of other treadmills that I've had at home. So this is really nice. So then that way you can take it to another room in which you can then exercise in and not be kind of a burden to other people in the household. Now, one of the last things that I want to showcase, this does go up to a 12% incline, which is super nice. So if you come down here, what you will do is you'll actually take out this little pin here, and then you can move these feet down like so, and then you will reinsert this pin. And then on the other side, the same thing. So this does come with 3 different incline levels. You've got the regular 0%, of course, your 6%, and then your 12%. This is going to be your max 12%, and then there's going to be one below that where you can adjust it to a 6%, and then you can put it back at its 0. So then that way it gives you that little extra burn that you need whenever you're, working out. So, but as you can see, I will say this incline is definitely nice, and I can definitely see where it's like if you were using this while working at that 12% incline, this would definitely get a good workout in for like a good work day. All right, now we're gonna pull out the Cardirun and go over some things on that one. Our next one is going to be the Cardirun that we're gonna go over. So we're gonna go ahead and get this put down as well. So this one, I do want to notate that this also has little feet down here for a 10% incline. So anytime that you would want a little bit more of an incline, you would then go ahead and put those feet down. It is only the 2 levels for this one, but an incline is still an incline, and it's always very nice whenever you are in that little workout zone. These as well have a wonderful set and pair of wheels up at the front. So then that way it makes moving it a lot easier. All right, so the power button is going to be right here. Go ahead and turn it on just as so. We do have a wonderful stand-up handlebar that we will be able to utilize. You can leave it down if you want to put it underneath the desk as well. So then that way it's a little bit more usable in that sense. So you do have that adjustability as like the other one as well. So it does come with these little knobs here. So we'll go ahead and set this up now. Something super cool about this one that's a pretty big pro as well is going to be the fact that you have 4 different ways of controlling this. You can actually control this one either by your voice, by this control panel, by the remote, or by the app that you can install for the device. As well as it does also come with its emergency function as well. Gives you about a little bit of time to put it back if it does come off. So for this one, on the control panel here, it does give you a start option, a stop option. It gives you a speed decrease and a speed increase. One of the nice things about this is that it does come with all those wonderful options, as well as the feet are also nice and rubber, so then that way it is providing you the absolute amount of grip so it doesn't go anywhere. Nobody would want that. One of the other really nice pluses about this is that it does come with this plate here on the top as well, where you can put like your phone or iPad or anything that you're going to be looking at. It is completely made of a silicone rubber right here, so that way it does have nice grip to it. So that is also really, really nice. So now I'm going to kind of go ahead and display the overall sound that we have with this one. So we'll go ahead and start it. This one also, in my opinion, is also a really nice one whenever it comes to the amount of sound that it makes. It is going to be a little bit one of the quieter ones. So it's super nice to have in the office or just in a workout room or anything like that. So overall, it is a really nice part of having it in the home. One of the things that is super nice about just both of them in general is both of these have around about a 5-inch width to them, so they are super easy to save in a crevice, underneath the couch, underneath a bed, or anything of the sorts. All you have to do is just fold it back up, screw the feet back in, and then place it underneath wherever you need to place it. In my opinion, the fact that you can save it in a non-conspicuous place is going to be a super big just plus in general. So that way it's out of the way, unlike those traditional treadmills where they have to basically stay in their spot. If you don't have that dedicated spot, they're just in the way at that point. The fact that you can put these away, absolute major plus. So I highly recommend them on that instance alone, especially if you're looking at wanting them to be out of the way. So this one does go up to a max speed of 6.2, which is really, really nice. It gives you that little extra bit of speed. So overall, it's gonna give you that nice kind of jogging pace that you're gonna need for a good exercise. But overall, they do each have their own differences. If you like the 12% incline instead of the 10% incline on the Trisomy, you're gonna love that option. If you love the overall amount of controls that you can have, you're gonna absolutely love the Cardirun. It just really depends on what you're looking for, but I would highly recommend either of these products because they are fantastic to have around the house and easy to store. So they are super nice to have in the home, and like I said, I would highly recommend both of them.